Have you ever wondered why DayZ has blood splatter on the ground, but not on vertical surfaces? I was poking around in the game code the other day and I came across a function called BloodSplatWall that is commented out and says commented out due to age rating process, frowny face. Apparently the devs had to leave that part out to get a certain age rating for the game. Curiosity got the better of me and I wrote a mod to uncomment the function so I could see the blood splatter as the developers originally intended. The function requires an exit wound in order to work, so you wouldn't see blood splatter on a headshot with a 22 or 380 or 9mm or even 45 in certain circumstances, nor would you see it with 9x39. Even 357 doesn't create an exit wound on a headshot with the revolver. But once we move up to the repeater, there's blood splatter on a wall as the DayZ developers originally intended it. Of course the M4 causes an exit wound, as does every other powerful rifle. The crossbow bolt does not cause an exit wound on a headshot, but does create one and corresponding blood splatter on a body shot. A buckshot to the head or body does not result in splatter, but a slug to the head definitely does. A slug to the body does not. Next I tested if different weapons had different splatters, and that is definitely the case. It appears to be based on bullet speed in the game code. Here you can see the difference between an M4 headshot on the right and a DMR headshot on the left. I tried to see how far away from a wall I could go before the splatter would not appear, and I don't think there's any distance. It seems that splatter results as long as a bullet hits a surface after exit. Here you can see me and Boris 100 meters from the wall, and there's still splatter with a DMR. Not very realistic, obviously. How long does the splatter stay on the wall? It decays slowly over time and disappears completely after about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. It does not splatter on other players. You can see here how it appears on the wall, but not on Boris number 2. It does work with infected, and it does work with our animal friends. It does not seem to work with all surfaces. You can see here I didn't get any splatter on this concrete wall. Any body part that can result in an exit wound can create blood splatter on a wall. It's a bit glitchy. It struggles with corners and angles, as you can see here, though I assume the devs would have put more work on this if they knew it was going to end up in the final game. DayZ is already rated mature. It seems hard to believe that adding this would have made it an 18+ adults only game. In order to make it easy for the community to play around with this, I created a very simple mod called BloodSplatWall. It literally just uncomments out the original BloodSplatWall function. I have not tested this on a large server to see how it would impact performance, but I'm curious, so if anyone uses it on their community servers, please report back. I'll leave a link to the mod in the description. There is a mod called GoreZ which uses this base function and takes it to a whole different level by adding much more functionality. So if you want many more options, check out GoreZ. I'll leave a link to that in the description as well. And finally, let's pour one out for all of the Borises who were killed during the making of this video.